Hi guys and welcome back to our FIFA 19 Sunderland Road to Glory career mode. Now you're probably wondering, Joel, what are you wearing, mate? Where's your Sunderland top? Well, basically I've just finished work and I've got work again in like 2 or 3 hours, so I'm trying to squeeze this in now where I can. So in the last episode we did do the season review and the sort of team talk where you guys let me know who you think we should go for, who we should sell, blah 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 blah, and we went through all the statistics and stuff from the season before, but now we're going straight into the transfer window. I did say that I would like a couple of strikers, maybe 3 at a push, and a centre-back, which isn't necessarily a priority, but I've gone through all of your guys' comments and I've picked out from a few. A few players have been suggested a lot more than others. Some of them just fit better to what I want, and I think you guys, hopefully on the whole, should be happy with what I'm going to go for. So, first of all, I'm actually going to go for the centre-back that has been suggested, and it is actually the channel mascot. Last year, our FIFA 18 Rebuilding Sunderland career mode was led by this man, and he was our captain. He led us to glory. We won the Championship, we won the Premier League, we won the Champions League, we won every cup there is to win with this man as our captain. So I did say at the beginning of the series that at some point we're going to have to buy him, and I think now will be the best time to get him because his contract, I think he's only got 12 months left, so we might be able to get him on a bit of a bargain, shall we say. And I think if we do get him and sell a few other players in turn, we'll be able to fit the other players in that you guys have suggested as well. I'm hoping that is the case anyway. We'll have to see. So if you don't know and you're not familiar with the mascot of this channel, it is Captain Twansby. And there he is, 75 rated, 21 years of age, plays centre-back, CDM, right-back, and like I say, he was an absolute god for us last year, and I absolutely love the man on FIFA anyway. He's just finished his loan with Aston Villa, who, unfortunately for him, he didn't manage to get them up to the Premier League. So now, coming towards it, give him another chance, to get a club and which is going to be playing him regularly and get them into the Premier League. Whether we'll do that in the first season, it remains to be seen. I highly doubt that. But let's get into negotiations with Twansby, or with Manchester United, should we say. It looks as though we might be able to get him between 7.5 and 10.8. I might even try and throw a player in there to make the deal a bit sweeter, but I will try and get a better deal than that, because we do, as you guys know, have about 13-14 million to spend. So if we manage to get him for about 7 million, we still have a half-decent amount to play around with. Wow! I've literally just offered, I played around with a few players, guys, and I offered 6.5 million because he didn't want any of our players, which is kind of expected, but I've offered 6.5 million and they've taken it. That is an absolute bargain considering the minimum suggested was 7 million or 7.5, however much it was. So we could be onto a bargain here. The only thing with Twansby is his wages, because they're pretty massive considering he is at Manchester United, so we do expect that. But 6.5 million, that is incredible. I honestly expected to be spending about 8 million on him, 9 million potentially. But if we get this over the line, this is going to be excellent. Of course, he's going to be a crucial squad member. He's more than likely going to become the captain immediately, purely for the sake of the channel, because he is. There he is, Captain Twansby. Just get that red and white shirt on, son. Will he take the 5-year contract? He won't. Of course he won't. No one wants to play for Sunderland for that long, do they? 3-year contract has been accepted. He does not want a release clause. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. He only wants 32k, which isn't too bad, but let's remove those bonuses. Can we get a little bit better? Oh, that'll do. I'll take that, man. And he is signed. Captain Twansby makes his return to Sunderland. Look at him, the little beast. He signed a 3-year deal, 34.5k a week, which is great considering he was on a 50k at Manchester United, and we still have quite a bit to spend, and we've got players on the transfer list, which I will speak to you guys about right now. So there is Twansby. Get in, son. He has returned. So with that signing, we now have around this much left. And you're probably thinking, oh, what on earth can we do with that? But hopefully, the way I've got this planned out, we can still afford at least one of the strikers that I'm going for. But I'm hoping with some of the outgoing transfers we can make a little bit more money as well. We might even have to sell a player, or yeah, maybe one player-ish that we don't necessarily want to sell, just to improve the squad a little bit. But I will show you who I have put on the transfer list. Sorry, at the moment we've got Reuter on the transfer list. Love is on the transfer list. Ozturk, I've actually decided to put him on the transfer list now that Twansby is coming in. And the formation thing, it's really up in the air. So Ozturk, he is going to go. He was the one that was suggested the most to sell. So I'm going to do that. And we've just brought in Twanzabee's a class above, really, so that's absolutely fine. We've also got this Dominguez as well, who's going to be trained up and hopefully become a part of the first team at some point relatively soon. Leuven's, of course, is on the transfer list, but he's only just come up now, saying he's retiring at the end of the season, which he didn't before, so that's quite annoying. But yeah, and Flanagan is on the transfer list as well. Maguire, I have put him on the transfer list reluctantly, I suppose, but it had to be done, really. And Charlie Wyke has been put on the transfer list as well. So that's everyone who's on the transfer list. We can make a little bit of money off players already. I have had to offer several contracts out as well, because there was a good 4 or 5 players who needed contracts renewing. But now to the exciting part, guys. The strikers that I want to go for, there's 3 of them. If we somehow manage to scrape the funds together, it would be nice if we could get all of them, but it is looking relatively unlikely depending on how much they're going to be worth in the end. But the most suggested striker, and probably the most realistic out of the 3, kind of, was Ben Brereton. Ben Brereton has been suggested a million times, countless times since the beginning of the series, so it was only going to be a matter of time by the time I actually gave in to your guys' suggestions. So Ben Brereton is currently 20 years of age. He's the youngest striker we're going to go for. He is rated 71. He can play as a striker, as a right mid. He's got pace to burn. Putting him alongside Madju would be absolutely insane. But the other 2 strikers I was looking at were Oberlin here. He's another player who was suggested quite a few times, particularly in the last episode and on Instagram and different social medias as well. He looks very, very interesting as well as a young striker. So it was a lot. I think a lot of my thought was, sort of fighting between Oberlin and Brereton, and they're relatively similar in pace and stuff like that. I think it's just Oberlin that has a 4-star skill move rather than Brereton's 3. And for the experienced one, there was a couple that were in mind. Rhodes was suggested a couple of times, but the only thing with Rhodes is his rating was only 1 above Charlie Wyke, and his age was identical, so it just made me think, is there really too much point? Is it really that much of an improvement? In real life, of course, it would be massively, but for this career mode, would it really be too worth it to go out of our way to sell Wyke to bring someone who's 1 rating above, exactly the same age, relatively similar stats as well? Would there really be too much point? So, another one that was suggested to me a couple of times was Andreas Weimann, who he's done it in the Championship. His goal-scoring record in the Championship in real life, it's not incredible, but he's always been a dangerous player. He's played for several teams amongst the Championship. He can play as a striker, right mid or left mid, so he has that versatility there. He has a bit of pace to him, even though he is 27 years of age, and he's got a player face, which is absolutely brilliant. I think that'd be a cracking little signing if we can get hold of him. But first of all, I'm going to go for Ben Brereton, and then it's literally just a case of, can we scrape money together to get Weimann? Would more than likely be my next one. If we can somehow, again, get some money together to get Oberlin, we're going to get him as well. So that is the aim. Those are the 3 strikers I am going for, guys. All of them from your suggestions. So let's go into the Ben Brereton deal and see if we can get anything on the go there. I might even try and offer Wyke or someone like that, or someone we've got on the transfer list to ease this deal. Okay, so that was a bit of a difficult one. They ended up settling for Maguire, for Chris Maguire, but the money they wanted in excess of Maguire as well was a little bit too much for us. So I'm going to wait for a while, and hopefully some transfers will go through as well for us in terms of selling players, but they're more than likely going to come back with a pretty unpayable deal. Oh, they have come back. Actually, that's really, really good. They come back. They want 3.25 and a Maguire as well, when I actually offer 3.1. So I'm going to take that, accept it, and then go into the deal for Brereton and see if we can get something over the line. Oh, that's really, really good, that, because they constantly wanted 5 million as well as Maguire, which of course that's way too much. So I kept offering lower and lower to the point where he ended up just leaving, but said that he'll think about it, and he's come back with 3.25. That's absolutely excellent. Right, he wants an important role. That's fine. He'll probably play alongside Madju, depending what kind of formation we do go for. We'll give him a 4-year deal, which he will accept. Doesn't want a release clause. And it is over the line, guys. We have the striker. We have the most suggested striker we've been having in the comments. It is Ben Brereton now in a red and white shirt, 71 rated, striker or right midfielder he can play, 20 years of age. Of that son, he's signed a 4-year deal. He is going to be, I think, could potentially make a fantastic, fantastic partner for Madger up top. So now we've got Swansea and Brereton in there. Now it's just a case of maybe getting a little bit of money together. There might be players that we haven't really thought about selling if we want to get these other strikers in, because I want us to have a really strong set of options in the striking department. That was the whole point of this transfer window. In the last transfer window in January, we really got ourselves sorted defensively. So now we just need another striker or two. If we can only end up getting one, then that's the way it works. Now here is actually, I forgot to show you this. At the beginning of the season, this was the email that I received. Originally, they was going to give us 6 million or 6.9 million to spend, but they did up it to 14.4. That is what they're doing now in FIFA because of the targets that we achieved, and it was also based on the savings you made at the end of last season, which to be fair was only about 1.9 million or something that was left over, and they've over doubled the transfer budget that they was planning on giving us, which is absolutely excellent. So that's how we managed to afford Swansea, Brereton. Now let's see if we can sort something out with other players. With Oberlin and Weimann, I will obviously have to sell some players. Now here is an offer for Robin Reuter. It says it's worth between 290k and 430k. They've offered 510. I'll accept that straight up. Reuter, go to your new club, mate, and please do not mess up the contract talks. Now, of course, we will be simulating through the pre-season tournament. I think I'll give Brereton a shot in this one against Malaga. And we win 1-0, and it's Watmore who gets himself the goal. And now to simulate the next game of the pre-season tournament against Cagliari. We're making a few debuts here. We've got Jones in there. We have Robinson in there as well. Come on, lads. And we do lose 2-0, and they had a man sent off as well in the final few moments of the game as well, but who cares? I really couldn't care less about pre-season. And we do have a transfer offer for Ozturk from San Lorenzo, 770k. We could potentially get up to 840, so I might try and get a little bit more for him. Come on, take 840, and they'll take it. Nice one, 840k for Ozturk. A lot of this is to get the wages off the budget as well. And now we have received an offer from a team I've never heard of. I don't really think I should attempt to pronounce. Is it Gustepe? Well, I've done it now, and I've done it. I've never heard of him. They've made an offer for Charlie Wyke. Just over 1 million they have offered. How much can we get for him? Up to 1.25. So I'll see if we can get a little bit more for him. Yes, and they're happy to pay 1.25 million. And hopefully this is all going to go towards Weimann if he is to come. I do really like Weimann as well because, yeah, he's aging a little bit, but he's still got the pace there. He fits the experience box that I want to be ticked. And now here is another offer as well. This is all going really well, actually. Flanagan does receive an offer at 500k from New York City. And I don't think we're going to get too much better than that. I might try and negotiate and get an extra 50, 60k. But I'm just being really stingy and I want to get as much money as we possibly can together. Okay, so 570k we've had to deal with or settle on for Flanagan. I'll just hope to God that all of these deals go through. And then we can go and have a look and see how much the likes of Weimann's worth and Oberlin and stuff like that. Because we'll get a better idea then. But now to simulating our next game against Palermo. I've put quite a few defenders in this one to give them some game time with the 3 at the back. And we win 1-0 and it's Baldwin who gets it. A defender who gets the goal for us and gives us a 1-0 win. Right, so we're getting a little bit more information back regarding Weimann and Oberlin. Oberlin looks like it's going to be very expensive indeed if we are to go for him, but Weimann is only worth 2.2 million. We don't have really too much of an idea of what kind of bracket we're looking at, so I might even try and go for it a bit early, maybe try and get a player swap on the go for Weimann and see what we can do there. Yeah, I'll go into it now, because I know we definitely don't have enough funds as of yet. But I'll see if we can arrange anything or come to some kind of agreement. Yes, okay, right. So what we've had to do, I hope this doesn't mess up. I don't think it should if we manage to get the contract negotiations correct. The only player he was interested in was Charlie Wyke, who we've already had a bid for and accepted, but this would be more worth it because they only wanted 1 million and Charlie Wyke, which is really, really good. We've had to haggle down quite a bit, but I think that is so worth it. For Weimann. Oh, this is awesome. Right, so hopefully now we can get Weimann on the books. He wants an important squad role. That's fine. There probably will be a little bit of rotating between the strikers, but I'm sure we can make it fit. 3-year deal is sorted. We don't want a release clause. Now it's just a guessing game because we haven't actually had a look at his wages. Will we take that? Oh, he's fair. He's happy with that. He's actually, I've just looked it up because I'm naughty, and he's actually on 29k. So I offered 28k and he's accepted it. So our next signing is Andreas Weimann, 71 rated. That's 3 ratings or 4 ratings now, I think, above Charlie White. So it is a big improvement. He's a completely different player to Charlie White. It's another bit of pace. We've got Brereton, Weimann and Madger who all have a bit of pace. Brereton is by a mile the fastest. Weimann has a bit of pace, but he's just a little bit of something different. He's got a little bit more about him on the ball, a little bit more skillful on the ball, a lot better with his dribbling and stuff like that. So it's 3 very, very decent strikers up there right now. So next up we have received a transfer offer for Donald Love, which I will accept. Actually, how much can I get through 300? I'll accept that for Donald Love. That's fine. He's not going to really get much of a look in. So now we are going to be simulating this next game in the preseason tournament against Toulouse. Again, I've done a 3 at the back with this one, which one's been there as well. I've got both strikers in there with Madger and Brereton, and we do still manage to lose by 2-1. But again, I don't really give a shit. Okay, guys, so right now, the only player that we are interested in is Oberlin. That will complete the options that we want up top for us. That'd be great to have Oberlin, Madger, Brereton and Weimann as well. That's 4 brilliant strikers to rely on throughout the season and in the championship as well. But unfortunately, we only have about 2 million remaining, which may mean that I might have to maybe attempt another swap with a player who's worth a little bit more. And in my head, I'm thinking Aidan McGeady, only because he's got a little bit of a price tag. No one else is really worth much who I actually want to get rid of. The only thing with McGeady, of course, he would play pretty much of a backup role because we have so many options out on the wings now. We have Gucci could play there. We've got the 2 new lads there, Robinson and Jones. Gomez can play out wide. Weimann, if we need him, can play out wide. We've got, you know, options in abundance there. Even Henry, the left back, can play as a left winger as well. So I could try something there. I'm going to try and work on it and see what I can do with Oberlin. Oh, he's taken it. He's accepted the offer. I can't believe that. He's taken the offer for McGeady and 2.7 million, and that originally started at 4.5 million. Now we have the tiniest amount to play with in the wage budget. I'm hoping to God that he's not going to want too much. Oh, this could be absolutely insane. This could be the perfect transfer window for us before we head into the first game of the season. I know a lot of you guys will be upset to see McGeady go, but again, like I've said, we've got so many options out there now. He's on 13.5k. We might be able to play around with that. We'll accept the important squad role. That's fine. 5-year deal. Probably doesn't want that. Oh, he does want it. Oh, that's brilliant. It's really nice to hear someone actually wants to stay with us for a while. Disregard the release clause. Now, this is a difficult one for us. He's on 13.5k. Do we overload it? Offer 16. That's as much as we can possibly offer him. Will he take that, though? He's happy with it. And that's it, guys. We've drained our bank to absolutely 0. But we've brought in 3 brilliant strikers that you guys have suggested. And we now have Dimitri, Oberlin within the squad as well. We have Oberlin, Weimann and Brereton up there alongside Madger, of course. That is absolutely incredible. And of course, Captain Swansea has made his return to the club. So that is our transfer window pretty much rounded off now, guys. And we are ready to head into the first game of the season. I'm absolutely buzzing. I hope you guys are happy with those transfers as well. I'm personally absolutely buzzing with them. It was a little bit sad that we had to get rid of McGeady. I expected us to get a little bit more money in to help us out. We've just received an offer for a Baldwin, which I am going to reject. But there is confirmation that Donald Love has been sold. But yeah, I'm really happy with that, guys. And some fantastic suggestions have come in. There's some players that I've never really played with before. Brereton being, I think I did play with him last year at some point in one of my series. And he was very sort of hit and miss. But I keep getting absolutely, you know, smashed with comments to use him this year. So I'm hoping he does live up to expectation. As you can see, I'm still training the youngsters in there and the goalkeeper who will eventually overtake McLaughlin. But yes, there's Brereton. I've never used Oberlin before. I've never used Weimann before. So it should be very interesting. And a loan offer for Molyneux has come in as well. So I will accept that. Get him some game time away from the Stadium of Light. So this is the starting lineup I am going with on the first game of the season. Of course, it is on Ultimate, and this is the formation I'm going with as well that has been suggested. It's all trial and error. I haven't used this one before, but it is a way to get 2 up top as well and squeeze a couple more players in that I wanted to use. It's probably not really logical to constantly use this same formation because obviously we have wing backs that I do really need to start using as well. But for this game, I am going to trial it out because it was suggested so much in the last episode. We have McLaughlin in goal. We have Sutar, Twansby and Clark across the back. We have Jones making his debut on the left. Van Amersfoort and Power in the middle. Gooch on the right. Angel Gomez is the cam. And Brereton and Madger up top. We, of course, have Weimann and Oberlin on the bench as well. So let's get the championship season started. Let's have it, lads. And here we are, guys. It's a wet and windy, horrible day at the Stadium Light to set us up in the championship. We are welcoming Blackburn to the Stadium Light, and as you can see, the championship badge is now on the arm of the shirt. I absolutely love it. The return of Twansby. Captain Twansby is back. Let's have it. Come on, boys. Come on, Madger. Let's start off really well. You've got your new strike partner up there. Well, you could have several strike partners throughout the season. Come on. They're working the ball around really well around the edge of the box now. Blackburn. This is the only danger with playing three at the back. There's no win-backs or anything. Come on. Someone get to it. Headed. It's a great save. Onto the bar. Headed again, and it's in. Within 8 minutes, within the first 10 minutes, we're a goal down. And it's Samuel who gets it. Maybe it's the formation. Maybe it was just a lack of concentration. No one really knew what man to pick up. Oh, it's poor, really. It's a great save by McLaughlin. But we could not get the rebound away. And we're a goal down. It's really hit us hard, the championship. And early on as well. Here's Madger. Oh, this is good stuff to Van Amersfoort. It's surely, ref. Is it a penalty? It has been given 15 minutes in. And the drama continues. That is mad. It was a great little layoff from Madger after a step over the ball. And he's been wiped out, Van Amersfoort, as he was bombing into the box. And it is going to be Brereton to take. And I don't care about this being on. Go on, son. Get your debut goal. And it's got in. It's 1-1. 15 minutes in. We are back on level terms. What end-to-end stuff this has been. Going forward, we look brilliant. But defensively, of course, we were always going to look shaky with the lack of defenders, the lack of options at the back. But Brereton has put us in the lead on his debut. I need to change his squad number, don't I? I don't know why on earth I didn't do that. I'm normally quite good with that. But he is number 34, at least for this game. And he's got himself his first goal of the season. Come on, catch up with him. Twansby, get across to him, son. Get across to him. Get it out, that'll do. Well played. Good defending, Gooch, tracking back there. Blackburn now with a free kick. It is Bradley Dack who's going to take it. Just get it away, lads. Get it away. It has been headed on. Get it out, Gooch. Well played. Here is Max Power now. Well played on the turn. Help him out. Still Gomez. They're all rushing out the defenders. It skids along the ground, but straight at the Blackburn goalkeeper. Go on, Power. Chase it, son. Well played. Help him out. Still Power. Get it across goal. Take a touch. It's it. Oh, it's gone through the bodies, but straight at the keeper. What a chance just before half-time. The whistle's going to go any second now for half-time, surely. But they do have one last counter-attack in them, and it is Armstrong bombing down this left side. It's got way too much pace for us. Get it out. That shows Captain Twansby. Yes, it is indeed. Blow the whistle. That'll do. What a game so far, guys. Full of drama. It's so end-to-end. We are definitely here, guys. It is the championship now. And we are now underway in the second half. Going to have to turn it up a gear. Make sure we're solid defensively. Hopefully get ourselves in front. Get it out, get it out, get it out. Come on, it's a great save. Just get it away. Come on, man. Get it out, get it out. That's yours, keeper. Well in, McLaughlin. Very, very well held. Oh, this is looking dangerous now, but it's an easy interception. Come on, Jones. We've seen very, very little of him in this game. But here he is now, showing the pace we know that he's got. Help him, help him. He's trying to slide Madger through and nearly manages to do so. This is good stuff now. Strikes one from distance and it's over the bar. It's hopeful stuff there from Power. I am going to make a couple of substitutions now. Brereton is coming off. I'm going to put Oberlin alongside Madger. Gomez is going to come off now because he's booked. And Weimann is going to go on there. Jones, who hasn't really impressed me too much, is going to be replaced again by another man. Sorry, making his debut, Robinson. Hopefully that'll freshen things up top, and we can maybe get something here. It's good to have these options though. Robinson straight away making an impact, sending Oberlin down this left with the pace that he's got. Find your man at the back post. Oh, it's a bit too easy. Can they get the header on it? They can't. It's headed away. Straight away though, Robinson making a nuisance of himself. Here is Madger. Go on, son. You did it all season last season. Can he do it again? Help him out. He finds Weimann. Over to Power. Go on. Have a crack, son. It is Power. What an absolutely insane save that was. Come on, lads. Holding on to the ball. They have done for the last sort of 10 minutes now. Blackburn, they're slowly making their way up the pitch, though. I can't even get it. There's no chance of me even getting the ball. Get it away. Well in, Twanzebe. He was offside anyway. And Weimann picks up a booking from a previous challenge. They do have a corner. A final minute or two. Come on, lads. Get it out. Get it out, please. And it's the defending again from set pieces. It's poor. Come on. Go on, Weimann. Last chance of the game. Just hoof it up top for Magia to chase. Oh, it's just way too hopeful. I wanted to get up before the whistle had gone, but it looks like it has gone now. It is full time. 1-1. Definitely not the worst result. It was very end-to-end. A really enjoyable game, to be fair. At least we didn't lose, and we start the season with a point. So this is going to be the end of the episode after that first game of the season, guys. As you can see, we're currently 9th in the league, which doesn't mean too much because only one game has been played. But I hope you have enjoyed the episode. I hope you've enjoyed the signings we have made as well. And if you're looking forward to the season ahead, please smash that like button for me. It would be massively, massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sarny Army. But for now, you take care and stay jamming.